In the shadows where truth and tales intertwine, we find the thrilling, the chilling, the downright spine-tingling. From the paranormal to the peculiar, every echo has a story. Dare to delve into the unexpected, the unexplained? Brace yourself, for you're about to embark on a journey where fear meets fascination. Stay tuned if you dare, for stories that will make your heart race and your mind ponder. Welcome to the realm of the eerie, the realm of the unknown. And remember, like and subscribe, if you dare. The night was thick with darkness as I trudged through the dense, foreboding woods. My name, for those curious enough to wonder, is Sergeant Turner. I've been in the service for more years than I care to count, but nothing, absolutely nothing could have prepared me for the chilling experience that lay ahead. I'd been dispatched on a covert mission deep within the heart of a forbidden forest, a place where whispers of strange occurrences had been trickling down to the nearby villages. Even as I plunged deeper into the woods, I knew I was not alone. The moon, a spectral witness to my plight, hung ominously in the sky, its cold light casting eerie shadows that played hide-and-seek among the gnarled branches overhead. Our squad, a band of brothers, bound by duty and honor, had been scattered. Radios were silent. Communication, our lifeline, had been severed. The forest, once a place of natural beauty, had become a suffocating labyrinth of fear. The silence was deafening, punctuated only by the rustle of leaves and the distant, unsettling howls that seemed to be carried on the wind. Suddenly the air turned icy. An alien chill slithered up my spine, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Dread settled in the pit of my stomach like a stone. I was alone, separated from my comrades, stranded in a place where reality seemed to warp and twist into grotesque shapes. Panic clawed at my senses, urging me to move, to escape the unseen eyes that watched from the shadows. Something was out there, watching, waiting. A shiver of anticipation swept through the forest, as if the very trees were holding their breath. I quickened my pace, my boots crunching on the fallen leaves beneath me. Each step echoed like a heartbeat in the silence, a reminder that I was alive. For now. The moonlight flickered, creating an unsettling strobe effect. My eyes darted around, trying to pierce through the darkness. Suddenly, a grotesque silhouette appeared, a shadowy figure that seemed to meld with the darkness. My heart pounded in my chest, a primal drumbeat echoing my growing fear. I fumbled for my rifle, the cold metal offering little comfort. I scanned the shadows, searching for any sign of movement. I could feel an unsettling presence. I was not alone. Something was out there, watching, waiting. Then, the air turned icy, and a chill crawled up my spine. The forest fell silent, save for the rustle of leaves underfoot. A guttural growl echoed through the stillness, a sound unlike anything I had ever heard. The beast was close. I turned, and there it was, a creature of nightmares, its fur matted with blood, eyes ablaze with a hunger that seemed out of this world. It stood on two legs, a monstrous fusion of man and wolf. It wasn't possible, but there was no denying it. A werewolf. My mind struggled to comprehend the sight before me. The creature was grotesque, its form twisted and unnatural. I could see the muscles rippling under its fur as it moved closer, its snarl sending shivers down my spine. I stumbled backward, my boots crunching on the fallen leaves. The werewolf's eyes locked onto mine, its gaze penetrating the darkness. It was a predator, and I was its prey. I could see the raw primal hunger in its eyes, a desire that sent a chill down my spine. Suddenly, it unleashed a blood-curdling howl, a sound so terrifying it seemed to freeze the very air around us. The howl echoed through the desolate woods, a chilling reminder of the creature's presence. I could feel its power, its dominance over the forest. This was its territory, and I was an unwelcome intruder. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, my breath coming in ragged gasps. The reality of my situation was starting to sink in. I was alone, lost in a forest with a creature of nightmares. The werewolf's eyes locked onto mine, and it unleashed a blood-curdling howl that echoed through the desolate woods. I sprinted through the maze of trees, heart pounding, branches slashing at my face as I desperately sought refuge. The forest was a labyrinth of shadows and fear, each tree an ominous sentinel standing witness to my terror. The werewolf was relentless, its growls echoing through the night, each snarl a chilling reminder of the beast hot on my heels. The moon was my only guide, its silvery light casting long, haunting shadows. I darted between the trees, my breath coming in ragged gasps as I tried to put as much distance as I could between myself and the monster. But it was fast, faster than anything I'd ever encountered, and its blood-curdling howls were a constant reminder of the danger snapping at my heels. Suddenly, the forest gave way to a clearing. Bathed in the ethereal glow of the moonlight was an ancient stone altar, its surface etched with symbols that spoke of a time long forgotten. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I realized the implications. This was no ordinary forest, and the werewolf was not its only secret. There was a darker presence here, something ancient and malevolent. A guttural growl behind me snapped me out of my thoughts. The werewolf had caught up, its eyes glowing like fiery embers in the darkness. I had no choice but to keep running. My heart pounded in my chest like a war drum, each beat a countdown to my potential end. The forest closed back around me, the trees once again forming a dizzying maze. I could hear the werewolf crashing through the underbrush behind me, its growls growing louder, more frantic. It was gaining on me, and I knew I had to make a decision. With my last burst of energy, I veered off the path and plunged into the thicket, the sharp branches cutting into my skin. The werewolf's snarls echoed behind me, but they were growing more distant. I had managed to confuse the beast, at least for now. The forest was once again silent, the only sound my ragged breathing and the pounding of my heart. I had survived the chase, but the night was far from over. The forest still held its secrets, and the werewolf was still out there, waiting. As for me, I was left with a terrifying reality. I was being hunted by something far more dangerous than I could ever have imagined. With my last burst of energy, I veered off the path and plunged into the thicket, hoping to throw off my pursuer. Hours passed, and I cautiously emerged from my hiding place, the forest now eerily silent. The cacophony of the night had been replaced by an unsettling quietude, a stark contrast to the terror that had unfolded just a few hours ago. My heart pounded in my chest, a silent drum echoing in the stillness as I ventured further into the heart of the woods. The moon shone brightly, casting long, ghostly shadows that seemed to reach out to me, whispering tales of nameless horrors. I could still feel the presence of the creature, its essence clinging to the air like a spectral residue, a haunting reminder of the nightmare I had survived. The forest bore the scars of the chase. Broken branches, trampled undergrowth, and a chilling sense of emptiness were all that remained. I could still hear the echoes of the creature's howls, a symphony of terror that played out in my mind, a chilling reminder of the thin line between life and death. As I trudged further, a sight met my eyes that froze my blood. There lay my squad, their bodies strewn across the forest floor, the final victims of the monstrous werewolf. Their lifeless eyes stared into the void, their faces frozen in their final moments of terror. The scene was a grim testament to the savagery of the creature, a poignant reminder of our futile struggle against the supernatural. The werewolf had vanished, its monstrous appetite sated by the lives of my comrades. The forest had reclaimed its silence, the only evidence of its resident terror being the bodies of my fallen brothers. The forest, once a symbol of nature's tranquility, was now a haunted graveyard, a chilling monument to the horrors that lurked within its depths. I stood there, amidst the silent trees and the bodies of my fallen comrades, a lone survivor in a forest of death. I had stared into the face of the supernatural and lived to tell the tale. But the memory of that night would forever be etched into my soul, a haunting reminder of the terror that had unfolded. The werewolf's hunger had been sated, leaving only a chilling reminder of the supernatural terror that lurked within the heart of those haunted woods. To this day, I am haunted by that night, tormented by the memory of the beast that stalked me in the darkness. The events that transpired in that dense, foreboding forest have left an indelible mark on my psyche, a terrifying reminder of the supernatural horrors that lurk beneath the veneer of reality. The beast was not simply a creature of nightmares, no, it was more than that. It was a grotesque fusion of man and wolf, a monstrous manifestation of the primal and the supernatural. The image of its bloodthirsty eyes, its matted fur damp with the scent of death, haunts my every waking moment, a chilling testament to the horrors that wait in the unfathomable depths of the dark. The aftermath was a chilling spectacle of death and despair. My comrades, once vibrant and full of life, were reduced to lifeless husks. their eyes staring into the abyss, their bodies a macabre testament to the beast's insatiable hunger. The sight of their faces, frozen in an eternal scream, is a vision that still lingers at the edge of my consciousness, a grim reminder of the price we paid that night. The experience has changed me, left me questioning the very nature of man and beast. Are we not all monsters lurking beneath a thin veneer of civilization? The beast was once a man consumed by the primal urge to survive, to hunt, to kill. Who's to say that under the right circumstances we would not all succumb to the same primal instincts? The forest holds secrets that the world may never know, secrets that challenge our understanding of the world and our place in it. It is a realm where the line between man and monster blurs, where the primal and the civilized collide with devastating consequences. It's in the quiet moments, in the dead of night, when the moon casts long shadows and the world is still, that I am left to wonder if the line between man and monster is far more fragile than we dare to imagine. And so, our tale of the Campfire Horrors comes to an end. Until next time, sleep tight. Before we part ways, dear viewers, remember to stay vigilant. The Campfire Horrors may have been extinguished for now, but the embers of the unknown always remain. As you lay down to sleep tonight, don't forget the lessons from our tale. Safety is but a fleeting moment in a world of unseen. So, if you've enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to ring that bell and smash that like button. Do it before the thing under your bed decides to pay you a visit. Oh, and keep those night lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the dark. Thank you for embarking on this terrifying adventure with us. Until our paths cross again in another tale of the unknown. Goodbye and sweet dreams, if you can.